right, so today we have 3 parks and 3 objectives to get done. So walk with me, talk with me here. So walk with me, talk with me here. The 3 parks we're going to hit today are the Arvada, Thornton, and Broomfield skate parks. And we have 3 objectives to get done for the day. 1 is to be able to air out and get at least 1 tire above the coping right now. 2 is going to be getting a decent fakie in. And what I mean by fakie is going up a quarter, coming down, going back up the quarter backwards behind me, coming down and riding out. The 3rd objective is going to be just kind of improving on grinding by getting a good solid rear grind in and trying to get at least both pegs to touch the rail. So let's jump into it and get to the first park.
The first park of the day is Arvada Skate Park. This is one of my personal favorite parks in the area, with it having a ton of great features to ride on. To start the day off, I decided to warm up on one of the side little street areas of the park, and after, just hit the smaller bowl right next to it, just to generally get the juices flowing. Let's jump on in. With the warm-up done, let's head over to the other side of the park, to a small bowl to attempt some of our goals today.
Alright, so this is actually one of my favorite areas of the park, especially like progress-wise of where I'm at ride-wise. And you'll see here in just a second, but there's a quarter that you are looking down, and it is like one of my favorite quarters to practice for airing out on. That's because I can get tons and tons of reps on this thing and it takes like no energy. So let's jump into a couple hits. There we go. Lame. Come on. Hey, whoa, that was fast. Hold on, let's go back a couple frames and zoom in a touch. I think we may have got our first goal done of at least 1 tire above the coping. 1 and 2. Okay, sweet. So we got both above, just at different times, but we can guarantee that goal is done. Let's check this off. Now, before you say it, I know both were above the coping on the hip I was doing earlier, but this challenge specifically goes towards quarters. So now let's finish out a few more reps and get to fakies. There we go. Wiggly. There you go. Oh, I pedaled forward and it caught. Had it. Come on. So close. Oh, God. And there you have it. Goal number 2 complete. With a couple hours locked in at this first park, it's time to move on to the next park, where I meet up with a couple others. So let's jump on over to the Slocum Skate Park. This is a newer park in the area and has a good amount of street features available.
I started off tic-tacking around the park, trying some odds and ends, like tire taps, jumping on an uphill grind thing to work on bunny hops, and some reps on the outside course of the park, before the main event of hopefully completing the third challenge of the day, a rear box grind. Bam! And with that, the third task is now done. So let's check this off the list and enjoy the rest of this successful day. Since all 3 tasks are done and there were already 2 skate parks hit already, we actually decided to do something different for the final park. So stick around and enjoy the rest of this grinding session and the next park. This is where I'll leave you here at this point, so enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you for watching. Nice. Oh!
As you can see, we are not in Broomfield. That's because we have completed all 3 tasks today, so it is time to get a side quest done, which is some dirt jumping. And basically, plans have changed, and we just found ourselves here. And it's time to hit some dirt jumps. Let's cap this thing off. We got all the tasks done today, which is awesome. Excited to go. And now let's just relax and get some air time. Come on, let's go. Off to the right. What the? Oh. That's a bad one. There it was, something. Can't wait. Whoa! What in the world? I hit you again. Oh my, I almost hit you. Oh, that was it. Oh. Oh my. Alright, that hurt. Yeah, there you go.
Since the weather hasn't been too great to ride BMX at Park or Dirt, I wanted to try some kind of fun and cool and different. So here's a quick little short of BMX with some skis on it.
Yep.
It was super sketchy, but a lot of fun to learn. Here's one of my better runs.
Very nice. Thank you. Of course.
A small town right next to the Colorado and New Mexico border is Trinidad that houses a pretty cool and unique skate park. Much of the park is taken up by a large, kind of snake bowl thing, surrounded by some street features. There is a small extension right up above it of a couple more street features, but really it's not a whole lot. Now, if you are not a fan of bull riding, you may not be a big fan of this park. But if you like riding bulls, you will probably love this park. So it may vary person to person with how much you enjoy a session here. I personally don't mind bull riding, so this park was pretty fun for me. Now, I'm nowhere close to being very good at it, but I can see if somebody's way better than me, they could link some amazing lines together here. This park does not have lights, so your ride time will be determined by the sun. Leave a like if you've ridden here or plan to.
There we go. Alrighty, we are here at the first park, good old Redstone, and we have 4 parks we're doing today, so that means we have 4 objectives for the day to try and keep pushing. So today, I want to try and get done at least both pegs touching a rail, both wheels getting above the coping. I got a little sub-objective for that, and that's to at least touch the coping with the front tire, but at least get both wheels above the coping when airing out. The third is starting to practice tricks again. I've fallen out of practicing tricks for well over a year now. I mean, I've been doing some things, but it's been more skills oriented. And I want to try and get back into at least no-handers and one-handers. So today I at least want to get back into getting back into the one-handers with at least getting the hand to let go and pull off like just a couple inches. And once again, I need to get my fakies to get better. So this is something I've done already in another one, but get a full fakie and a little half pipe. So those need to get better and prettier because eventually I want to try and get them to be fakie 180s. But first, the fakies got to get better. So let's jump into it. Okay, just do it. Come on. Okay. Stop being a wuss. In the front. I've turned away. I started flaking.
Can you do just the front?
That's a great idea. Oh my! I missed it. I jumped it too much. Ow! No, that scared me. Oh, hey! Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
There we go.
You definitely hit it.
Oh, I'm taking it. That's one objective done, both touched. Let's get a little compilation of this park and see if we get any other stuff done. Oh man, let's keep on trucking.
Let's check this off the list and hit the bowl before heading to the next park.
Oh, that's so steep.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Alrighty, here we're going to hit the whole park and let's jump into it. Hit this little tight corner. We're going to zip down here. Take this, we're going to bank on this. Kind of this tall, steep thing. That thing's a lot of work. Struggle busting. Alright, now let's get into the good stuff. Stop. Sorry. Double dip. In. Out. Okay, catch your breath. Now it's time to dip back into the bowl. Okay, so this is fun. There's an awesome hip double dip again. See, this bowl is really flowy. I like it a lot. And that's about where we go, because it's all uphill from here. There you go. We didn't have much time. We're hitting a lot of parks today. Sorry it wasn't pretty. Let's head over to the next park.
We have arrived at the Clement Skate Park. Here, the focus was to try and get the air out goal done, of hopefully getting both tires above the coping and maybe, just maybe, touching it with my front tire as well. Airing out in general has been a pretty big mental block for me, of just getting past this step and getting the bike above the coping. And the reason why I have a big focus on trying to get the tire to touch the coping is just because the higher up on the quarter you hop out at, the higher you'll go while airing out. Let's see if we can get it done. But first, let's hit the street section and feel out the park overall. This is my first session here, so a lot of the time spent here was just kind of finding lines and testing features. It's a pretty good sized park that has a cool street section and a decent bowl. I think it's a pretty good park for most skill levels, but maybe a little lackluster for more skilled people. The main bowl is probably one of my favorite features, next to the big table that you'll see will session here in just a minute. The bowl has a couple good hips, and the deep end half pipe was perfect for what I needed to work on. Alright, let's jump on in.
I'm over, but not really.
Not. You need way more speed. You're throwing your back wheel over, but your front wheel's not really getting close.
Okay.
You're jumping too early. That's better, but you still need a lot more.
Unfortunately, this is about as good as the air outs were for the 30 minutes of attempts we were there, so nothing to check off the list at this part. With progress stalling out and the day really starting to heat up to around 98 degrees, we headed off to a smaller park with some shade just north. The Sheridan Skate Park is a nice little hidden park tucked away under some trees not far from downtown Denver. This little park seems to stay quiet and does have some fun features to tic-tac on. Here we will be going back to some air outs and trying the half-pipe fakies. Let's jump into exploring around the park and attack these objectives.
Nice. There we go. Oh, I tapped it. Well, I hit it. Touch the coping.
Yeah, I don't think they both got over, but they were both. It was really close, and your body position. Oh yeah.
Yes, another goal done.
Hell yeah, man.
And we got the side objective. I didn't think I was going to do it here. All right, another big goal done. Oh, it's hot and hot. Oh my, second try. Ooh. That is another one off the list. I did it at a snail's pace.
You already done?
Yeah.
Hey.
But let me see if I can do it again with a little more speed. Literally second try.
Since I landed this one so fast, I wanted to keep going and repping it out with some little wrecks along the way. And generally just to see if I can get some more in, and this wasn't just like a one-off.
Let's do a quick run through of this park. I got 50 seconds of film left. We are bopping in. This is a cool little park, the good old Sheridan skate park. So let's hit this rail. There's a taller rail that I'm scared of, but generally it's a cool little park. There's a lot of kind of cool jump out opportunities here that I did not take advantage of. We're just gonna bop around and hit this little cool guy here. Over jump it. Actually, I don't think I over jumped it, but death stairs there. Generally, there's a lot of cool rail options. You got some cool transfers and hips. This hip I tried earlier, it's a little rough, but this little bowl is awesome. Let's hit this quick and call it a park.
And with that, the drone caught the very end, where I say, let's go out of here, landing and realizing the heat and not enough water was about to hit. I feel the cramp coming, trying to frantically shut off the camera that was already off. Then it hits. Boom! Leg is immobile as I try to get off the bike, throwing me into the slowest fall ever recorded. And just laying in the grass a bit till it went away. The whole situation was kind of funny. I was kind of stuck in the grass there. The buddy was kind of watching the drone but had it to the side and was on his phone. But I was laying down right in front of a tree so he couldn't see me. So I was laying there a good like 3-4 minutes just laying there in the heat. The whole situation was awesome. It was just funny. Before we end, let's see how we did with our park objectives for the day. We got both tires above the coping. Well, probably by like an inch, but I'll take it. We got the half pipe fakie done. And I'm pretty sure I completely forgot about the one-hander at some point of the day, so that is not done. And finally, the front tire did touch the coping. Overall, a fun session on a very hot day. Happy to have got so much done and some progress going. Here's a couple random clips of the last park. We just stopped by and didn't really do much here. We were both pretty much shot from the day. I'll see you on the next one.
Handicap self over here. So we're just gonna kind of cruise on through and take a look. This little section is a lot of fun. Let's head in here. This is one of my favorite sections though. There's a lot of fun little stuff. That hip here is a blast. And we're just gonna go back through. This is just a really cool little section. This hip is a blast, so we're just going to hit it one more time and then show you another section of the park. That was it.
Yeah, Zach.
I can't get it back around.
Oh.
Come on, get it. Ooh, bunny hop. Ah, no.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, counting.
Yes, eh?
That's it. Yeah.
Welcome back to another BMX video and venture. This is a special adventure where we not only go to some new skate parks, but we are back with another new mountain to climb and conquer by completing a BMX trick on the peak. Of course, we can't just do this on Mount Evans, well, now Blue Sky, but also America's mountain, Pikes Peak. And of course we won't just drive a measly car to the top, but summit this impressive mountain with motorcycles and our BMX bikes attached to the back. Before we get to the parks, let's see if it is possible to not only ride motorcycles to the top of this treacherous route, but the bike strapped to the back and complete some flat ground tricks on top. See you there. This 19-mile road is one of the most scenic in the country, taking you from 7,400 feet to 14,115 feet above sea level. This is a car or motorcyclist's dream to make this summit and enjoy the twisting and winding cruise up to the top. There are a lot of sharp corners along the route with no guardrails in quite a few areas, so be careful. The temperature change can also be a surprise. You can go from the 90s in Colorado Springs, which sits at the base of this mountain, and by the time you make the summit, flurries could be dancing around you. This roadway is home to one of the most famous races in the world, the Pikes Peak Hill Climb, known as an extremely hard race due to the nature of the course, pushing vehicles to their absolute limit with ever decreasing oxygenated air and unpredictable weather, creates the perfect environment for a competitive motorist dream. Let's check in at the top.
We start our adventure on top of Pikes Peak. Today, we are doing another bike-on-bike action trip, as you already know probably from the narration. And we're gonna start up on top. This is gonna be just like the Mount Evans, or now Mount Blue Sky video, where we're gonna come pop up here. We got the bikes on the bikes, and we're gonna hit a couple skate parks on the way on out. So cool little fun fact, this mountain is named after Zebulon Pike, who basically it's the first person who documented this mountain. It's not the first person who climbed it, but documented it. So let's get some cool little shots out and around this mountain, and we'll get a couple little shots going back down the mountain. Oh man, this is probably one of my favorite motor trips I've done out here. It's scary. Some of the little cliff sides you're looking over like, whoo, and when the wind kicks in, whew. All right, well, get a little bit of B-roll, and then we got some biking action going on today.
There are a couple other ways to find yourself up here, including hiking or a cog rail out of Manitou Springs. The top includes a nice walking area to take in the breathtaking 360-degree panoramic views, an indoor space that houses a small museum, gift shop, and an area that sells some food for the parched traveler. Now that we have gone over the mountain, let's get into the action. Let's jump onto the BMX bike and get our first goal of the day done. Complete a flat ground trick on a BMX bike on top of Pikes Peak.
Nope, too much. Maybe 2 shots. A little slower. Oh! Oh! Pedal out! No! we're gonna do the other thing quick. There it is, that's, got that. I'm gonna go this way. I think I can roll out of this better. Oh, go! Ah, there it is. Fun.
Bam! Look at that. We completed 2 ground tricks on the BMX on top of Pikes Peak. What a start to the day and ride. Let's get off of this chilly peak and head back down into the springs where a quick food stop at the Skirted Heifer and the dreaded heat is lurking, plotting, patiently waiting to sabotage what has become a great day. Let's check in the first park, Colorado Springs Skate Park, or known as Memorial Skate Park. Let's jump in.
Boom! Welcome to the park. We just finished up lunch. We were just way out yonder, overlooking the springs. Downtown Colorado Springs is right there. If you look straight ahead, that big tall mountain there, Pikes Peak. So we are now in the second leg of our journey. Full belly, so I don't know how long I'm going to do at this park. But this is a really cool park that we've been kind of wanting to hit. It's just a little far away for us. It has this massive half pipe, cool little beginner half pipe, and this park is huge. So let's jump into it just like I've done before. So let's do the 3 main objectives here. Let's try and find a good hop out, try and get at least one hand off the bar, just a little bit. Yeah, let's try and get like a half a bar spin. So basically when it kind of more or less will hit my leg, I need to shorten my handlebars. And for the third, I need to keep working on an air and out. So let's try and just get both tires above the coping. So we'll see how we go. I'm really excited to hit this park though. Let's check this out and jump on in.
By the time we had started our park riding, it was apparent that this was going to be a brutally hot day. Unfortunately, it was just about 100 degrees and the cameras were overheating constantly. So what is in this segment of the video is basically most of the usable footage I had. Fortunately though, a good amount of the footage is a couple of the items for the checklist, so that's at least good. Okay, let's go back into the session.
Nope. That's better.
That may have been it.
All right. We have completed 2 of the goals at our first park of the day, including the half X up and just barely swinging both tires above the coping in the half pipe. Also, the Pikes Peak was completed a little bit earlier. Okay, so let's see what this hot day has to throw at us next.
So we have made it to a park that wasn't on the list because Castle Rock's pretty much out of the question at this point. We are at the Monument Skate Park pretty much all the way up to where 25, the highway, is closed. There's a car accident and it's going to take 3 hours to get back. So we're just trying to kind of poke around and wait for it to clear up a little bit. We're at the next skate park, Colorado Springs. Unfortunately, sorry I didn't have a lot of footage. It was, I think, 97 degrees. Everything I had was overheating. I couldn't get the drone up, my phone was overheating. Both these cameras were overheating. I got the clips I could. I was shoving it in my backpack for a minute. I could be able to get like a little bit of clips, shove it in the backpack, a little bit of clips. So yeah, it's freaking hot. It's so hot today. So we are at Monument Skate Park. Looks promising though. I'm excited. We got this kind of cool little half pipe here. Got a bigger half pipe right here. I'm gonna set in this, and we got some rails and stuff. Yep. So some of the objectives I don't think I'm going to get done today just because we're not going to hit the parks I think we're going to hit. And yeah, let's see what we get footage wise here. It seems like it's at least like 90 now, so it's a little cooler. And what's nice is we actually have shade here. Oh yeah. So let's dive into it. Oh, I also forgot. My tripod fell over and busted into like 5 pieces. So the footage kind of sucks as well because I don't really have a second tripod just laying around with me. Okay, let's get into it. Let's dive into it. Let's get the shots I can. There you go, that was better. There you go.
Jumping directly into the sun
I know.
on an invisible jump.
It's bad. Like the second you go up the quarter, it's just right in your eyes.
Directly in your face.
It's bad. That has to be. That's gotta be it. And there you have it. Another biking adventure. Well, actually another a bike on bike. Yep, those are words. So another adventure down in the books. This one, just like some, don't exactly go according to plan. And oh well, we found a new cool little park. The Colorado Springs Park was actually really cool. It just sucks. It was literally too hot. But Pikes Peak, that was one of my favorite motor rides I think I've ever done. That was so cool. It was beautiful, beautiful stuff. And hopefully, I'll see you on the next one. Sorry this one was a little jacky, but I don't mind. I don't mind showing you kind of the rough trips too. So, let's see you on the next trip.